morning. It is Thursday, August 29th. 61st day on trail, I think. Well, I showed you my campsite last night. I ended up camping right outside, a couple hundred yards from the little crater lake, and kind of right off trail. Wasn't bad. It was so quiet last night. I couldn't sleep. I mean, no wind, not a sound. I hate that. I'd rather it be windy or hear water running. It was just dead silence. The only thing you could hear was the flap, the bugs. It was so quiet you could hear the bugs flying around your tent. So I fell asleep, and I don't know, I woke up about 12. So I edited a video. When I can't sleep, that's what I do. I edit a video, so listening to myself talk puts me to sleep. So I got a video edited and went to sleep. Then about 3:30, I hear the rumbling, thundering, lightning. So the thunderstorm did hit. And you can see on the trail, it rained quite a bit. It rained from 3:30 till about, when I got up, about 7:30. It's still kind of drizzling. So I got a late start. I got started about 9. But I mean, you can, but it's just, when it's raining, if you're gonna pack everything up, everything's gonna get wet. So I'd rather just my tent be wet than everything else. So I've already seen 1, 2, 3 northbounders came by as I'm packing up. But ooh, bug. So that's about it. I looked at the terrain. I'm gonna go by Timothy Lake in about 7 miles. So I'm gonna stop there and kind of clean up. I didn't get a chance to clean myself up at all last night. I couldn't get in that crater lake. There were too many people around. And I stink. Wow. No way around it. I reek. Now if it's gonna rain today. Oh yeah, and there's a chance it's still rumbling and thundering around, but not raining right now. So anyway, not sure how many miles I'm gonna do. I do know we got Timothy Lake coming up and the Mount Jefferson view. I was thinking that was yesterday, but it's actually today. I think it's before Timothy Lake. So I'm back on trail, man. I'm starting at mile 574 today, and tomorrow I will hit the 600 mile mark sometime. And tomorrow, like I mentioned yesterday, can't remember the name of the resort. It's Ali Lake Resort. It's like right off trail. It's like some private lake and campsites, and they have a store. And I may take a day off. I'm pretty tired. And I need a few things. I'm eating so much, I'm digging into the next day's supplies. I could use more bars. I ate 5 yesterday, plus trail mix. That's all throughout the day. Then I stopped and dug in and got 3 more bars out of today's pack. So when I did today's pack, I dug some bars out of tomorrow's. So just can't get full. They have a little general store there, and so I can pick up some hiker food. So that's the plan. I'm gonna get to hiking because I'm starting out late, and we'll talk to you later. Whoa. This is the creek or runoff from small Little Crater Lake. See how clear that water is? That's nothing compared to the lake. I think this is called Crater Creek. Oh, good morning. Startled me there. That's all right. I'm blabbing away. I was talking away and came around the corner and there was a girl sitting down there by the creek eating breakfast. Startled me. In Aussie. There's quite a few have mentioned. I would say Germany has the most hikers, the country with the most hikers. And I would say Australia's got to be next. And I have met, that's just what I've met, probably at least 15 from Australia, maybe more. One of the first through hikers that I've ran across that actually hiked the whole trail was from Australia. And that was weeks ago. He's already done. He was done probably 2-3 weeks ago. Oh, and I was told by somebody I was talking to. Let's see here. Okay. Gotta make sure I'm on the right trail here. They have a bike trail and a PCT trail. Oh, but what I was saying, the guy I was talking to the other day said pretty much I'm going to be walking in the woods still for several days. So, not sure about the views. Well, still walking in the woods here. Beautiful woods. And there's another, I don't know if you can see it. There's another lake out there. It's the third lake I've passed. And yeah, this terrain is in Oregon. By the way, I am in Oregon. Actually 70 miles into Oregon. It's been much more easy. Of course, that's probably why my miles have picked up from 10 to 12 to, I think I've done 3 16s in a row. Or 14 and a 16. There was a nice campsite back there in that lake, and hell, it's probably only a mile from where I stayed last night. Hey, all right, man. How are you today? The onslaught of Nobos continues. Hell, I don't remember what I was saying. That's like the fourth I've been trying to videotape, and that's the 5th person to walk by me. So I'm turning this camera off here. Well, I'm by Timothy Lake. Boy, this is a monster lake. It's a big boating, fishing lake. I passed cross paths with my 15th Nobo. So I asked him, I said, man, where's the bus that let y'all out? He laughed, said, we kind of clumped together. I said, we're all at Timothy Lake. He said, they had trail magic last night here. I don't know how people find out about that crap. I don't know. I mean, I know they posted on these PCT Facebook pages, but hell, when you don't have service. So I missed another trail magic. And I think I just passed it, man. These people had this, but they didn't have any signs up, so I guess they just did it for last night only. They had a huge setup down there by the lake. They must have boated in, and they had 3 giant tents, about 10 coolers. But I didn't go down there. If they don't have a sign up, I'm not gonna go bother them. So the zombies are getting all the trail magic. But still walking in these woods. And I can't remember if I mentioned it, but the hiker yesterday told me I'm going to be doing this quite some time. But I can't complain because the terrain is very moderate. I'm getting higher miles, so I've gone from doing 10s and 12s to 16s. I think I've done 3 16s in a row, or 14, 16, 16, something like that. Well, guess what? It's 11:30 and it's been raining for the last hour. Just a steady, I don't know what you call it, more than a drizzle, but not a downpour. So I've hiked 4.5 miles already in about a little over 2 hours. And ran into a northbounder. And darn, I can't remember his trail name. We talked for about 10 minutes. He goes, "Oh, there's another graybeard on the trail." He was probably, I'm just guessing my age, maybe a little younger, but had a graybeard. And he was asking me a lot of questions about the trail up ahead and Timberline and Washington. And so he asked me where I was from. I said, Alabama. He said, "Did you bring any of that Alabama bud with you?" I said, "No." And I could tell he was pretty much, didn't need any more himself anyway. He had had a bud or two. Nice guy though. But he said he's been having some ankle issues too. And his dad was picking him up in Cascade Locks, and he was taking some time off before he hit Washington. He was from California. Oh. Some mountain runoff creek. It's about 12:30. I done about 7 miles so far in 3 hours. Look out. Just been snacking out while I'm walking. The rain let up. Still dark though, and I hear rumbling still, so it's not through, but stop for the moment. And this little section right here is flat as a pancake. So I ought to be able to do another 16, maybe 18 mile day today. So excuse me if it's fogging up. It's wet and damp. My phone's wet. So not a lot to show. Just walking in the woods. Well, a little update. I just passed a German couple. They're Nobos. They wanted to ask me about the water situation, because the day for yesterday, if you remember, there were just 2 springs and they were 12 miles apart. And of course, people write stupid ass things on gut hooks. Oh, it's not flowing, it's dry. Well, there's plenty of water. I told them I camped at one and stopped yesterday at the other one and got water. They actually have done the whole trail. They have not skipped, flipped, or anything. So that's probably about number 17 that I've met that actually have done the whole PCT this year. They're real nice. They told me way down the trail though, I'm gonna have some areas where I'm gonna have to carry a lot of water in Oregon. So, oh, and I'm thinking I'm the last Sobo on the trail. And they say the last one to Mexico wins. They said they haven't, it's been days and days. I'm the first Sobo they've seen. And when I met that loner guy, he said there were some, you know, not too far ahead of me, but they'd all, I think they were the last ones until I caught them. So I could be the last Sobo on the trail. There's a bunch within a week ahead of me. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. But if I can start hiking bigger miles, I might be able to catch them and not take time off. But the German couple said, I told them, I said, I've been crossing paths with, you know, 20 Nobos a day. He said, yeah, he said they got off trail on purpose and took some time off to let that huge bubble get past them. He said, and most of them were flippers. He said, so they took some time off and let the big crowd, and I told him, yeah, I said, it's starting to slow down. He said there may not be a whole lot behind them. I mean, there'll always be some stragglers coming up, but he said there shouldn't be many. So after all the Nobos pass me, I should have the trail to myself. It's 2 o'clock. Look how dark it is in these woods. Actually, the camera's brightening it up. It is dark. I don't even know how many miles I've hiked. Probably about 8, maybe more. I haven't stopped all day. Been eating on the run. It's just been raining, still raining. And again, I had another couple tell me it's supposed to clear up this afternoon or stop. Hope so. Starting to get a little cold, but nothing bad. My feet are soaked. Nothing to show, nothing to report. Rain and woods. Mud. Went through Warm Springs Indian Reservation. You're not allowed to get off trail through there. And no hunting. Oh, Lord. Well, it is 3 o'clock. And guess what? About 15 minutes ago, I mean, it's just like the sky has parted and boom, sun's out. So, that's a good sign because I am soaked to the bone. Everything I have on is drenched. Backpack is drenched. I'm checking something out there. Tent's soaked. As soon as I come to any kind of opening, I haven't stopped all day. I'm gonna stop and spread my tent out and get it dry because I don't want to have to do that when I get into camp. So here's how we PCT hikers dry their wet gear. Got my tent, my rain jacket, bandana, my body of my tent, and my ground cover over there. Right under the big old power lines. Man, feels good to take a break in the sunshine. Oh, and there's my soaking wet shirt. It's So I just looked at gut hooks. Like I said, I've done about 10.5. There's water in about 3. And then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do. There is a tent site there. That's only 13 miles. I'm going to go a little farther, so I'll check gut hooks and see what's available after the spring that I'm coming up to. Boy, I'm glad to see these blue skies. This is the first view I've showed you all day. Power line. Well, it's 3:45. Done 11 miles. 4, 7. That's 7 hours, 11 miles, and I probably stopped. Back there I stopped for 30 minutes, drying my tent. And maybe another 15 to use the bathroom and get water, maybe even 30. So really it's 6 hours. Say 6 hours to 11 miles. Well, what a difference a little sunshine makes. Brightens the woods right up. So at least it knocked some of the dust out of the trail. And the people told me it was going to clear up this afternoon also said it's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow. So that's cool. And I missed the turn off of the Mount Jefferson view, but hell, wouldn't have made any difference. You wouldn't have been able to see it. It was raining in a total whiteout. So if it's already 4 o'clock, I don't know, I got 2 hours to get to the, another hour to get to the water. Not sure how much farther I'm gonna go. Only problem was it said said 2 possible tent sites. I don't know what the hell that means. Oh no, potential. 2 potential tent sites at this spring. Oh, look here. You're not gonna be able to see it. The sun's bleeding it. Young maple trees have already changed colors. They're red. Red and yellow leaves. Cannot believe it's already the end of August. I've been out here 2 months. Wow. Just seems like yesterday. Hmm. 2 months and I should be a good 300 miles farther ahead. I figured I was going to be hitting NoCal first week in September. And I am 300, wow, I got 400 more miles of Oregon to do. And I hope it starts. I love the woods, but I'd like to see something other than woods. Well, I'm at Warm Springs River campground. The creek is actually, the trail is right there, right down the middle of those 2 trees. There's some people over there camping, and at mile 588, so I got the spot way farther away from everybody else. And did 14.5 today, no 14. So I got a little bench, got my stuff drying. Back there is where you go to the bathroom. And that is about, God bless it. That is about it. I am gonna cook my dinner. Actually, it's cooking right now, and then I'm gonna go clean up in the creek. and go to bed early. I'm tired. So we'll see you guys in the morning.